everyone, me again. So I have an update about the four-wheeling. I just got home. As you can see, I'm back in my room. With the four-wheeling is I just starting to upload the video now. Me four-wheeling with my dad. We got home. I was with him since Friday, so I've been with him for 2-3 days. But with the four-wheeling thing, yeah, I crashed the four-wheeler. It was an hour before 4 hours were up, so we were there for around 3.5 hours, I believe. We were four-wheeling. And then my confidence level, when we first got there, we went straight on the trails. I have had no experience on a four-wheeler. That was my first time four-wheeling, and it was fun. 20 out of 10 would do it again. And no, I don't mean 10 out of 20. No, I mean 20 out of 10. And so we go straight on the trails, and there's these ravines, and they're like, it's flat, and then there's suddenly a dip. But it's like a quick dip, and it's like, and it's like, aha! I kept getting stuck in the ravines. That's why I said in the video, I hate these stupid ravines, because they're these little cracks. Like, basically, if you put like a whole garden hose in the backyard and let the water run, it'll make like a little ravine in the mud. It'll make like a little divot way, and it's like, they're annoying. I kept getting stuck in them. So I'm just like, my confidence level went from, I'm gonna die, and it's gonna be your fault, Dad. So I was screaming that for about the 15 minutes we were on the first trail, and it's like, I'm gonna die, and it's gonna be your fault. So then we went back to where we started, where the truck was parked, and I started doing figure eights, trying to get used to how it turns, how the four-wheeler turns. Yeah, I'm gonna see how it turns. I'm sorry, I'm blonde. So I started doing figure eights, and when I get comfortable, as you saw in the video, there's these hills with these more ravines on them that they're more like this steep of a hill, but you still have to get some momentum up there. So I'm just like, how fast can I go up this hill? Whee! How fast can I go down? Whee! So then I kept playing around with that. I kept doing circles around that, going up the hill, going down the hill, going up the hill and down the hill. And then I found mud puddles. I'm just like, how fast can I go through the mud puddles? Whee! Yeah, I hit every single mud puddle I could find. Yeah, the four-wheeler wasn't red afterwards. It was brown. It was brown speckled, or correction, it was brown. It was speckled with red. So we were doing that for an hour and 30 minutes. And so then my confidence level went up to a 10. I'm just like, hey, Dad, let's go on the trails again. And I'm flying down these trails, just like hard left, hard left, hard right, hard left. I'm going up and down the hills. And it's like I'm going over the ravine, just like, ravine, let's go for it. Whee! As fast as I can down these ravines. And it's like, I'm just not caring. If I get stuck, I'm just like, you know what? Back it out. Go again. Whee! And it's like, it's just this little control that you use your thumb. This is your throttle. You just go. The harder you push down on the little lever by your thumb, the faster you go. And was 5 different gears. Neutral, first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. I think there was a 5th gear, if that's the case. And yeah, there was 5 gears. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, 5th gear, and neutral. So I had it in first gear most of the time. I brought it up the 3rd gear, and I was just flying. So we were doing that. We kind of got lost on the trails a little bit. When we come back, Dad comes back, says, let's go back to where the truck is. Let's just learn the trails first before we go off and get ourselves lost. So we head back, and it's like, he's just like, okay, let's just stay around these areas, stay in these trails. And I'm just like, I'm seeing this very pretty mountain over there that I want to go climb. It's like, there's a nice little peak up there that we can go sit on. It is a nice flat top that we can sit on. And so I'm just like, I start heading off in that way. When we get there, it's at a 45-degree angle slope. And if you don't know what that looks like, it looks like this. Or like this. Somewhere like this. But it was very, very steep. And the hills we were going off were like this steep. This one was like this steep. That's Yeah. And might I mention, there is boulders the size of pillows. And it's like, and a ravine that is like went up to your knee. I'm 5'9". If I stepped at the bottom of a ravine, the top flat level ground will be up at my knee. And they're as wide as my knee. So it's almost a perfect square ravine, per se, but it was divoted. Divoted? Divoted is not a word. No. So it's like, my dad is looking at me, he's like, you are a beginner. We just started this like 3-4 hours ago. There's no way you're gonna make it. He obviously doesn't say that because he's way far behind me and I'm just like flying. I'm just like, hey look, a ravine. There's a nice little perch up there that we can go sit on. And it's like, it looks over the whole trails that we were driving on. So I'm just like, challenge accepted. And I am flying up this steep hill, which again is this steep. It is at a 45-degree angle. Very, very steep. And I'm flying up I'm going over the boulders. I'm riding over the ravine. And it's like, what I didn't see is there is these huge boulders the size of a bed. Of every kind of bed you can think of. I'm just like, I can't get over that. And my dad's looking at the bottom. It's like, he doesn't see the rocks either, but he's just like, there is no way she can make that up there. And it's like, I got 2 feet away from the top. And it's like, and he's just like, dang. It's like, if she can make it to the top, then so can I. So it's like, I see the big boulders the size of beds. Twin, king, queen, all size of beds. And it's like, there is no way I can make it over those. So it's like, I find this little spot that's not as steep, and I try pulling over there. And I'm just like, okay, hit the brakes, and all of a sudden I start sliding backwards. I'm just like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, stop. There's 3 brakes on the bike, four-wheeler I was on. Both at your hands, like on a normal bike, the hand brakes, and then there's one at your foot where it's like, it's the back brakes. So I'm hitting all 3 brakes. I'm just like, stop it, stop. And it's like, on the right side of me, there is like this huge drop into this big ravine. And I'm just like, if I get down there, if I fall down there, I'm gonna die. There's no excuse. I'm gonna die if I fall down there. And to the left of me, it's just like, okay, there's like a hill. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going on the left. Because the ravine, the hill I was on, it went around. So it's like, turn, up. And I start sliding down this way. Well, I felt the bike go, keep on saying bike, because that's what we've been calling it. I felt the four-wheeler go down. I wasn't even on turn yet, and I start going down this way until I was like, I'm gonna die if I go down there. And I'm just like, oh, abandon ship, whee! And I fell off the bike, and it rolled over me. And then it rolled into the bigger ravine, and it flipped upside down, and I took the mirror off. Causing... when we got back to the shop, the guy estimated about $150 worth of damage to the bike. And thank goodness I was wearing a helmet, because I either got hit by the mirror or a very big stone. As you'll see in the video, I was wearing my helmet and I was wearing a helmet and goggles. And the worst that happened, I scraped up my knee. That's not my knee. I scraped up my elbow and my knees a little bit. And I scraped up my back. I think I threw out my shoulder, but otherwise it's just bruised. But as you can see, I'm fine. I'm alive. Little banged up, but I'll live. And it's just like, my confidence level went from, I'm gonna die, and it's gonna be your fault, to, hey look, a steep hill, let's go, whee! Oh crap. Nah, I'm done. So it basically went from 0 to 10 to 1 in like 3 hours. Which is funny because that was my first time four-wheeling on an actual four-wheeler. The first time was this little automatic one, or not automatic, this little battery-powered one, like a little plug-in chargeable one that little 5-year-olds and little 4-year-olds have when I was that age. We got that and I was doing around the farm just like, whee! I crashed into a tree. I crash into everything. Now I can understand why my boyfriend says when I get a car, he's gonna take the wheels off, chain the axles so they can't move, and put cement in where the wheels go so that way I can't put the wheels back on. Yeah. And I'm hoping I didn't prove his point by flipping the four-wheeler. But either way, I'll do it again. Next time my dad comes into town, because if you guys don't know, my dad is a truck driver. He's been working as a truck driver for a couple of years now. But he's just starting with the new company. Can't remember what the company's called. He told me today, and I forgot. So, yeah, next time he comes in town, we're definitely going four-wheeling. And you can definitely count on seeing more four-wheeling videos somewhere down in the future. If not with my dad, I plan on getting the guys down. So, my guy friends is like, hey guys, who wants to go four-wheeling? I promise I won't flip it this time. Well, I promise I'll try not to flip it. How about that? So, yeah, I'm fine. Had fun. Yeah, that's all for today, so bye!